Social media for social change. I don't need 1 million people to march. I need 1 million people to pay attention. It's you and me, kid, for the next 4 years. President Trump, Fox News, and Shorty. Do blacks have rights in which white America respects? That's President Trump. I'm looking for exoneration of the Supreme Court in 2025. When you sit in that seat, I'm not looking for a pardon. I'm looking to go to court. Do blacks have rights under Trump's administration? That's Governor Larry Hogan and Al Redmer. I was insured for $1 million and the state ain't paid that shit off. We talking about Dred Scott. We're going to go to court about it. That's Chief Justice Roberts, and these are the justices of the Supreme Court. And we talking about public accommodations, 1964. Y'all didn't repeal that yet. Y'all ain't tough on crime. You tough on black America. That's Eric Barron from the Department of Justice. That's Chief Justice Mary Barbera in the state of Maryland. And that's out for justice. That's Marilyn Mosby. That's Marilyn Mosby. So Trump, do blacks have rights in which white America respects? It's National Constitution Day. And I put this shit in a book. We got a black book, like a blacklist. All right? That's U.S. Senate, Barack Obama. That's President Obama. May 2008. All right? May of 2008. P.O. Box 38. I went home on vacation and came back on probation. Like I said, National Constitution Day. From enslavement to mass incarceration. That's the Maryland Correctional Facilities from 2018 and the money you make off black bodies. All right? The money you make off black bodies. I was making a movie. 14% drug users, 56% incarceration. You feel me? It's an educational moment. That's the criminal case right there. All right? Victims' rights. I'm a precedent-setting case. I'm a jailhouse lawyer. At any time, I can provoke my constitutional right of self-representation. All right? You can Google search the case, State of Illinois versus Dwayne Davis. I won that case. All right? I also won the case in Maryland with the toilets in Towson. I represented myself. They say a lawyer that represents himself is a fool. I've been a fool all my life, baby. I ain't never lost a trial yet. That's Steny Hoyer. Talking about National Constitution Day. All right, National Constitution Day. This is to prove I was making a movie. All right, that's August of 2015. Director of Promotions and Arts in Baltimore, New York, Philadelphia, Chicago. The state of Maryland film industry. I'm registered with y'all. The Maryland Volunteer Lawyers for the Arts. I'm registered with y'all. All right. Miss Stephanie Rawlins Blake, Interim Police Commissioner Davis. Baltimore City Council, presidential candidate, Governor O'Malley. Like I said, I was making a movie, and ain't no law against making a movie. Movie was about your prison industry. Right here. Real clear. Social media for social change. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Don't get no sweeter. August 2007. In regards to your documentary, I would not be able to appear. The documentary about the Democratic and the Republican Party. It's about the money you make off black bodies. You feel me? The money you make off black bodies. So Governor Westmore, see the date? 2019. United States Attorney General's Office. Johnny Oleski asked for a federal investigation and y'all ain't did it yet. It's the paperwork right here. Y'all want to see people's paperwork? I got my paperwork at hand. Release all material to the voters. That's Governor O'Malley. And y'all want him to be DNC chairman? Yeah. 1402 Lochner, 2009. It's a social scientific experiment. And I'm the experiment. Dwayne Shorty Davis. All right? Shorty, self-help organization for the redevelopment and re-education of the young. That's Amnesty International. You feel me? 2014. That's Commissioner Harris. And that's the NAACP. So in 2025, I want freedom. Moses parted the Red Sea. Shorty parted some rednecks. And y'all talking about you gonna put the Bible out there? Well, I got some Bible stories for you. That's evidence. And these are the cases. And that's the States Attorney's Office on February the 2nd, 2011, the day my mother died. That's Bank of America, 2012. Forgery. And the state of Maryland accepted those checks. That's not my signature. I was locked up in another state. That's the toilet I use. I was locked up in another state, and this is the Jailhouse Diary, handwritten, page for page. And that's my shorty program, the youth services. You feel me? You robbed a nonprofit. And right here, on page 201, I read Dred Scott in the court record. See that? Dred Scott. I read that in the court record. And you can check out my diary. It's online. So I made a movie out of Dred Scott. Right here. You got to stand for something or you're going to fall for anything. All right? That's a book and a movie. And in that book and a movie, that's a Jailhouse Diary from Maryland. And these are the supporters of shorties. All right? Pages of supporters of shorties. Racism don't work without black cooperation. But it ain't going to end without white participation. See the zip codes? These are white people standing up for me. All right? That's Peter Francott and the Attorney General. That's a whistleblower, 2015. Forged checks. That's the Comptroller of Maryland. And that's the Department of Justice. And these are false charges that the state filed against me. Complaint. All right, those are false charges. I never got a trial for this. You feel me? Y'all tried to violate my probation. And like I said, I put it in a book. And this is the case in Illinois, 074988. I never got a trial. You took my videotape. That tape was worth $1 million. It was insured. Better check my insurance policy. Better check the people I was writing about. That's ddshortman@gmail.com. And right here. Forged checks. That's May 2008. I was still locked up. To whom it may concern, sir or madam. All right. James Hammond, Jake Davis, and Brother Insurance filed false papers with the courts. All right. To whom it may concern. That's false papers because, like I said, I was still locked up. Received May 2008. All right. Shellenberger should have did this in 2008. Federal and state violations. Bank of America, SunTrust Bank. And like I said, I put it in the book. To whom it may concern. I had no property. That's the FBI, Richard McFeely. And that's the governor's office. Martin O'Malley, Dwayne Shorty Davis, Baltimore County Detention Center. All right. So I gave you Dred Scott. And I gave you America's prison industry. That's my parole and probation. Those are that's Governor Hogan. That's Eric Barron. That's Brooke Learman. Brian Frost. Out for justice. Like I said, I own Shorty's. I own all parts of me. You feel me? Shorty's Barbecue since 1999. I'm the cook in Baltimore. And I filed my paperwork with Towson. All right? And we talking about $5,000 for the truck and $249,995,000 for the lawsuit. Racism don't work without black cooperation. This is our black leadership protecting white supremacy. McQuarrie Issa and Fumi wrote you the letter. Told you, social media for social change. That's Chief Johnson. That's Scott Shellenberger. That's Judge Papaya, Judge Turnbull, and Judge Souter. We talk about Operation Greylord, the money behind the machine. Racism in the 21st century. Because that's President Trump. That's the FBI. That's FOX45. And that's the Bible. And these is my toilets, because that's what you locked me up for. That's Judge Richardson, and Judge Richardson got this. So the question, do blacks have rights in which white America respects? Because I'm the king of talking shit, and I can back it up. Like I said, 2008, President Obama said, please allow 30 to 60 days for an investigation. Mayor Brandon Scott been blocking that investigation. That's a legal notice. City, county, state, and federal levels. Baltimore City, Baltimore County, and Lake County, Illinois. All right? That's the case. Governor O'Malley, State of Maryland, Governor Quinn, Attorney General, President Obama. That's Billy Murphy. He had it too. Lake County Sheriff's Office. All right? Those are inmate request slips. That's my whistleblower's application. You feel me? And the Public Justice Center had that. Remember the Central Park fire? That's my political soapbox. You took out a full-page ad on the Central Park fire. So, on this time around, we're going to talk about everything and everybody. We're going to play the tapes like Watergate, FOX45, and the FBI. We're going to potty train politicians. Because I got 3 toilets. Christmas past, Christmas present, and Christmas future. I'm not looking for a pardon. I'm looking for a day in court. I am Dred Scott. Do blacks have rights to which white America respects? You go to Senator Antonio Hayes, he got the book. Senator Antonio Hayes got the book. That's evidence. A right to property.